Alright, and what is up guys, Nerfo here. So today we're going to be taking a look at Machamp. So this is going to be my first video and hopefully all goes well. So this is going to be the first of 3 sets and we're going to be running, if you want a choice band or you could run a expert belt. It's completely your preference. I'll go more into depth with that in a second, but let's go over the stats. He's got high attack. Gonna want to max that out and then just put the rest of the points in just bulkiness, adamant nature because you don't need special attack, and attack is always nice. And then I'm gonna recommend probably expert belt, I guess. Expert belt is for more of the safe pick, and choice band is for the kind of when you wanna try and like go ham or something, because choice band is going to help you get that attack boost on all the attack that you have already. It's going to amplify it even more, which is going to do crazy damage, but basically you're going to want to take no guard because this is going to make you and your opponent always hit, so there's no missing or anything like that, which can work in your advantage quite a bit, but also this is kind of getting pretty popular with Machamp right now, so it's kind of harder to use and fake them out or something because they know that you're usually going to be running no guard. So if they have like a one-hit KO or something, you are going to have to be very careful of that. But we're going to actually not have to cross chop on this one. Dynamic punch is better because the 50 accuracy goes to 100, and basically you get a super powerful fighting move plus the stab plus the choice band if you have it on, and a 100% confuse rate. So that's basically like a free confuse rate. And then mega kick, really strong normal type move, just in case all these things are not working out for you and they're super countering you. You could just use like a normal type attack to kind of just hit them with a not normal type attack or whatever. I don't know. Also, again, super good ground move, and bullet punch is going to be pretty good if they're super low health, but you are too. So say let's put up a scenario and you're both super low and you don't think you're gonna be fast on them or whatever. You can just bullet punch, get that fast priority, and be able to actually win the fight when you don't think you would be able to. Because if you check his stats, his speed is pretty low. It's lower than his special attack. Um, yeah, those are kind of his moves, his ability. Choice band is going to obviously lock you into the first move that is selected, um, but it is good to have just in case you want to do like a dynamic punch thing and just rush through everyone with dynamic punch. It's gonna have so much amplified damage because you already have so much, plus the 1.5, plus the 100 base power on this thing. It's gonna stack pretty hard and do quite a lot of damage, plus the stab on it. So, you know, it's crazy. Now we're gonna be getting into this. It's kind of like a type coverage, super effective Machamp, where you're gonna run expert belt because your super effective attacks are gonna do more, amplified by 1.2. You can take no guard, but that's you could swap it for steadfast, but it's just not a reliable ability because you're not gonna be getting like flinched all the time or anything. I would probably recommend just staying with no guard or guts in case they have some kind of status on you. But if you're not using no guard, then you're gonna have to swap out dynamic punch for either brick break, just a standard safe 100% accuracy destroying screens, or you could use cross chop, which is 100 power, so it's the same amount of power as dynamic punch, just 80 accuracy and has high critical hit ratio. So it's still a pretty good thing. It's just the accuracy you're gonna have to sacrifice, and also the PP is pretty low. But you know what? It's kind of worth it sometimes. And then Ice and Fire Punch are the two of the better punches. I think Thunder Punch is probably the worst one because, first of all, Paralysis is probably the worst. I like Freeze and Burn's pretty good too. And also, especially in the lower rankings and stuff, if you're in competitive play, a lot of people are going to be using dragon types like Salamence or um, what's his name? That dragon ground guy. Um, I can't remember his name right now. Garchomp, Garchomp. It's going to be ultra effective on both of them, so it's really nice to have. And even just in general, Ice Punch, I mean Ice is good against quite a lot of things, so it's nice to have. Earthquake is also a super strong attack that can cover quite a few types. And yeah, so that's kind of just what you're going to be going for. Try to get as many super effective attacks as you can. And yeah, remember you can swap out Cross Chop for Brick Break for a more safe play, but not as much damage. But it's still nice to have. And yeah, so that's the stats, basically the same. And Suicide Bomb, this is kind of the one that I just made up. This is a Guts Flame Orb um, Machamp. I'm probably going to be using this in a few videos in the future because I just find it really strong because it's kind of like a life orb. If you haven't heard of the life orb, it's basically a really strong item that people will carry, and it's like you lose a 10%, I mean 1 out of 10, like so 10% of your max health every turn, but you're also doing more damage. But the only thing is Flame Orb is a bit better because you get, with the Guts ability, you get 1.5 times amplified damage, and also it ignores the burn damage. I mean the burn attack drop, so um, you're still gonna be at that 1.5 because burn does take down your attack stat a little bit. So the flame orb, the only problem is that it's gonna attempt to burn the holder, so it's not like from the beginning kind of thing or whatever. At least I think that's how it works. I don't know if it automatically does. I'm not too sure, but yeah, that's kind of how it works. You're just going to be doing amplified damage with that. It's kind of like having the choice scarf, but instead of locking you to one move, it you can use all of your moves, but you're getting damaged a bit every turn. And then same kind of bulky, but with a lot of attack, maxed out attack, and adamant nature. And that's pretty much it. Like, there's not really much else to him. Um, yeah, he's just got quite a bit of different attacks and types of ways you can use him. Well, not really the types of ways you can use him. He's just always kind of a physical, bulky sweeper, but still, he's pretty. He's got quite a few ways you can build him, as you can see. So yeah, if you want to swap out a different attack, maybe Body Slam for something else like Bullet Punch, or I'm sorry, like Counter or Duo Chop, or any of those kind of moves, feel free. You can always just experiment and try whatever you think is you best. So yeah, that's basically it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.